Coming straight out of Ecamm. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham.
Hold it, stop the music!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Can I please have your attention?
Now showtime, are you ready? Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, let's go.
What it do, peoples, what it do. Of course, right when it's time to go, I get a little verklempt. There we go. Merry New Year. Merry New Year. I have stolen from my brother MC. All right, let's kick this one here for me and my DJ. Oh, man, you're doing it again. Uh-oh. Stream Deck is being dumb. 1 second. After I had a blackout on New Year's Eve, and since then I come in, my Stream Deck goes to sleep, and it don't wake back up. Boom. There we go. Live demo mode. Let's close some of these windows. All right, so I'm going to leave you guys open today. Close that. Close that. All right, so this is where we normally do the Ecamm demo. This is today. This is it. I'm just checking to make sure you guys are all in the building. See, a bunch of folks is here. George is dancing in his office. All right, cool. So what we're going to do, don't do that. What we're going to do today, in the community, there has been a lot of buzz around an idea that Paul Dixon had, and it's actually kind of cool. So let me show you real quick. Do I have a browser working? Yes, browser working. There we go. Okay, so Paul Dixon had this idea of making sort of what I've been showing you guys through overlays.uno, but building it directly in Ecamm. And I kind of like this idea. I sort of agree with it. It's pretty sick. Okay, so we're going to build that today, just so that if you want to take it on, you can take it on for your own happy little self, right? It's not difficult at all. It's just going to be a matter of timing, and it's going to be a matter of taking your time to make sure you line things up properly. You could also just cheat, like grab this image here and drag it to your desktop if it allow you to do such a thing. It seems like it's not working. Open image in a new tab. Bam, bam. Yeah, you can just take the image, drag it to your desktop, so that way you can use it as sort of a layout tool, and you can kind of work from there. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make this. It's super Simon said to the pieman while going to the fair. It'll be relatively easy, and let's go ahead and get it twisted. So I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to show you. Let's make a new scene. And then we're going to 86 this background for now. We're going to bring over, oh, this is one that Terrence did. that's basically very similar to Paul's. So Terrence kind of did what I said we would do, is just take it and build accordingly. This is the one that Paul did. And oh yes, before we do that, let's come back over to the browser and I'll show you something else that Paul did. Paul actually did an animated version of this somewhere in these comments. Here. Will it play full screen? Yes, it will. So you can see what Paul is doing is moving the white underlay. It's still an overlay, but I'm going to call it an underlay because it's the second layer. And that allows you to do the highlights as well. So we could do that. And if you guys are cool with this, we're going to build this. And if you're not cool with it, we're still going to build it. All right, so let me show you how to start. I'm not going to put my face over here. What I'm going to do is turn on the camera overlay box here and then just embiggen it so you can see my face over here in the corner. And you can see my hands. Okay, let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. Let me see them. He's stupid. Oh, he's so stupid. Let's see. Let's change this one to recorder 3 so you can see those hands. Catch these hands. All right, there we go. All right, so one of the first things you could do is if you were to grab this image like I did from Paul, you can hold down the brains Option and Shift keys and you can transparentate it, right? Beat it, Terrence. There you go. So you can make it lightly transparent so you can see what you're doing, right? That's one way. Or you can just leave it fully full and build straight atop it. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need some shape overlays. So this is a shape overlay, right? Why is Michelle laughing? Why is Michelle laughing? That is the question for today. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hit Command-tilde to get rid of the controlees. And then, so I can take this shape overlay, put it in here about like such, and then grab a little mousy mouse and pull it down like such, line it in here. That's about right. Okay. We're going to call that gangster. Then what we're going to do is we're going to check the corner radials to make it even. And you know me, I like to use 18. I think Paul used 20. But yeah, let's put it right there. See, this is where I keep wishing, and nobody listens to me, but this is where I keep wishing we get numerical values. Okay? So once you have your shape perfect, and you call that perfect to you, right? It's your world, you do you. But once you have your shape perfect, what you're going to want to do, just so you don't mess yourself up, is hold this Option key, drag a copy over here, leave it there. Or better yet, let me undo this. Control X, get rid of it, make a new scene, and just have it sit there. Just paste it in. Okay, have it sit there. So that way you can come back to it. All right. Now, what we're going to do now is go back. I'm going to check this color, bring up my old palette over here, and we're going to make it like purple. Nope, that one. Yeah, that one. That's the one we like. It's still a little bit off, but that's just because my border width size and my corner radius size and Paul's corner radius size isn't the same. Paul is probably more like an 18, which is where I tend to normally do mine. So that's kind of funny. Oh, that's not a big enough zoom. Use the knob. See, there's a little 18 in there. That's normally where I put mine. So now they're about even. Okay. So knowing this, let's copy this. Go back to this one. Delete. Paste. And go back to here. Okay, now we're good. Now, the next thing we're going to do is make the lid lens. So just bring this down. I'll use the bottom one. Actually, it's easier to do it off the white one. And then adjust the height accordingly. And again, this is where Kenny Glenn, if you're listening, this is where numericals would be dope. I'm just saying. If we had numericals, it's super easy to do this. So we got that size, and we're going to, again, copy this, pop over to our next scene, pasty, right? Now, the next thing we're going to do is pull this one here so that it goes in position with the other one. It's going to require some finger tapping, because you can use your fingies to line things up. All right, so now we got that. And then we're just going to do it one more again. And then do it one more again. And then let's keep it going. To keep the brothers like E from knowing. Just like music. All right, there we go. So now we got them all. We asked Ketchum, caught them all. So here's that. Here's this one. Let's put them in the right order. I can see right now I'm about to create myself a problem. So this is going to be the big one, and we're going to call this one. Wait, Paul was nice enough to give us names that we could use. So let me show you these names. So that, and we're going to move this out the way. Actually, no, we'll leave it there. Paul was nice to give us names. So we're going to put like today's agenda and then the various overlays that we have, right? So I'll show you how to fix that in a minute. So let's bring this back to the front, and we're going to click this first one, and we're going to call this agenda background. All right. And then we're going to find the next one, and we'll call this OVERLAYS, camera overlays, and then we'll click the next one and realize that's at the bottom. So drag it to the bottom so you can keep them kind of in order. Otherwise, you're going to make yourself messed up. And move this one up. There we go. So now there's that one. There's that one. Okay, so we're going to do shape overlays. And then we're going to check here. Nope. 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 Bring that up. Just trying to keep these in order. If you make them out of order, you're going to drive yourself crazy later. Okay, we got the animated overlays. And then text overlays. And then you can, again, you're able to name these whatever you want. Just don't think that this is what it is, but I'm just doing what I'm doing. Okay, and then we're going to have one more down here, which I don't know what Paul called it. Widget. There you go. Of course he called it widget. That's the right answer. All right, here we go. All right, so before I do the next step, let me check to see if you guys have any questions. Again, you can find these images. Thank you, Gwen. Right? Please add a number. Well, my corner radius is going to be 18 because that's what I always use. Take that, Bicky. +2. There you go. Yes, arrow keys nudge. No, see, here's the thing. You could absolutely do this, Michelle, in Keynote, Canva, Photoshop, Adobe Express, whatever. The reason why we're trying to do it all in Ecamm, because number one, it's faster to make a change on the fly. In the middle of your show, you can change one of these. You won't have to go somewhere, change it, download it, import it, and bring it in. Yes, you can absolutely do this in Canva. That's how we did it up until now. But with the power of Ecamm, you can do this direct in Ecamm. The other advantage of doing it direct in Ecamm is you kind of already know how to use Ecamm, and you don't have to know how to use Canva. And if you don't know how to use Ecamm, then bring your butt over here every Friday, because this is what I do. There we go. What is up, Eric? How are you, brother? Long time no see. All right, so we got all of these in place. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take one more copy of this here, and we're going to duplicate it. So let me take this and do a Command-C copy, Command-V paste, right? And that is going to be this one here. And we're going to call this Agenda Shine, because that's what Paul called it. You can name it whatever you want. Yes, and they will be easy to control with Stream Decks. Yes, yes. Vicky is telling all the facts. All right, so we're going to pencil this biznatch, and then we're going to click here, and we're going to make it blue, because everybody else did white, and I'm counterproductive like such. Actually, I like this little frangipani one. All right, we're going to call it that. All right, cool. Now, the reason for this one is this one will get moved according to what's next on the agenda. Okay? So, I'm going to put this one up here on camera overlays, and then I'm going to run the box up here, and this needs to be directly at the top. Okay? Because what you're going to want to do, let me embiggen this. This is making my eyeballs hurt. Yeah, it's because I'm trying to make it match Paul, and Paul's is the wrong size. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is substitution these shine box with the things. Okay? The other thing that you can do is take all of these agenda boxes, and we're going to folder them, and we're going to just call it agenda. Okay? And then we're going to stuff all of these in there. So that they don't move. Because we're going to lock them. We're going to lock it like it's hot. Doom, 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 doom. All right, these guys are locked. They can't move. So now this can move all we wish, but the other thing can't move. If that makes sense. And then let me hide this background for a second. And I need white. Let me do something cheaty real quick. I'm going to embiggen this to just an obnoxious size. I'm going to turn it white. White. Right? I'm going to place it in the back. This is just for me to check alignments of all of my boxes. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you're supposed to go back here, dude. Not inside the agenda thing. There. All right, see, so my alignment of boxes is fine. It's just I was looking at Paul's overlay thingy, and it was giving me a little grief. Yeah, that's gravy. That's gravy. That's within the pixel density of what we need. All right, cool. So we can 86 that, put this back on so we can see to what we are doing. All righty, and then let me boom, boom. Now, we have all of these. We have this. Let's go ahead and fill in. Let's do the background situation real quick. So we're going to grab a shape overlay like such. And we're going to line it with this and this. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to call it like that. Now, with this particular one, you are going to set the fill to blur. And you're going to set the border width to 0. And we're going to move it to the bottom. We're going to call this blur. Boom. And you're going to move this all the way to the back. To the back, to the back, to the back. Okay? So now you have your blur. Okay? And again, once you got that set up, lock it. Make sure that's locked and the agenda pieces are locked. So this piece can still float, but we're going to talk about floating in a second. We're going to leave it here. We're going to cover the float next to last, and you'll see why. All right, so we have that all built. Now all we want to do is show you how to put in the titles, if you will. We're going to grab a text box overlay. Where are you going? Why you go over there? Nobody told you to do that. And then we're going to put in TODAYS. Learn to type TODAYS. Today's agenda. Let's go Monster Rat. Why is my Monster Rat missing? That's okay. We'll use Eventer next. Today's agenda. We'll leave that on bold. Bold's easier to see. Be careful how overly bold you make stuff, because it can be problematic for you later. Now, we're going to press this again, hit edit text, make sure we're using the center, and then I guess we can use shrink to fit. That should work. And for some reason, my text don't look white. All right, I'm going to call it that. Oh, you know what you did? You're dumb. You're supposed to be dynamic. Sorry. There you go. All right, so you got to figure out what that size and weight is. Now, I'm going to tell you, once you know what that size and weight is, you're going to want to remember that. All right, so right now, it looks like we're using a 15. I don't like that. That bothers me. I'm weird. Excuse me. And so we have this Ecamm folder where I have all my Ecamm fonts. I think I taught you guys this before. You can make any one of these that you want. So you can make a new collection. And you can call it Show Agenda. Wait. You not do that. Where my collection went? Make a new collection. Call it Show Agenda. And then you can place in the fonts that you're going to use for that. Just drag it in there. Ooh, you missed. Drag it in there. So there it is. There's my Avatar Next is in here. This is what I messed up, so we can delete that. And then what I'm going to do is put a minus and a space, so that way it jumps to the top. And now I can have it so I don't have to look all over, for stuff. So again, once you know what your thing is, put that in there. So I'm going to use 16. Actually, I wonder if 18 will fit, because it kind of does. It's a little tight. We don't want it that big. I'll put it back to 16. Oh, this is one thing that drives me crazy. You have to highlight it in order for it to know that that's what you want. Oh, you are being a turd. There we go. All right, we got it. In there like swimwear. That looks about correct. We're going to call that a dizzy. All right. So now, what are we going to do? We're going to start to do the next ones. I did text box overlay, Paul. Didn't I? Oh, I see what Paul did. Okay, I broke it, Paul. What I did, it's super funny how you can do the same thing 3 ways. I know it. Now, here's what I did, Paul, since you're here. And it was super stupid. Here's why it's super stupid, Paul, is because I looked directly at this and I still did it my way, Frank's a freaking Natra. If I get rid of this and turn this off, you'll see right away what I did. I put this in a, you know what I mean? Oh, they're not lined up either. Ain't this a biznatch? I put these in a separate, whatever, so you can lock them. That's so dumb. So I'll show you what Paul did. It makes more sense than the way I did it because I have to unlock all of these in order to fix my problem. Actually, it's easier to just remake it than to do what I'm about to do. So I'm going to take this and just turn it off. So what Paul did, which is even more brilliant than the way I did it, let me take this one. This is why, I need one. This is why Paul's smarter than all of us. If you take the text box overlay and you put in, let's say, camera overlays, I'm going to put this at 14, boom, and then select this and set the color to the color that I had. Where'd my list go? I got to use the wrong color for this just to make this work, and then I'll fix it. Set my border width to 18 because that's what I use. Not border width, corner radius to 18 because that's what I use. And then press go. Why is my background not on? There it is, there it is. Background color, bam. There you go. And then you still didn't select the background color. This is what Paul did. Paul did it the much more intelligent way. Now, if you're going to do it this way, the way that I'm doing it right now, which is cool, knock yourself out. What you're going to want to do is pick whatever your longest word is first and do that one and build the rest accordingly, because otherwise you're going to be fighting. Okay, so now that I did it correctly, the reason why I thought you did it differently, Paul, was because of the way you had the white moving. Never mind. I know what you did. He's dumb. Ha! See, it's a good thing Paul come in here to give the answer. You know what I'm saying? Paul said change it to shrink to fit. That works. But then now my text is so small. I want my text. That's going to be too big. Okay, you did separate it. All right. See, that's what I thought you did. It made the most sense to myself. You know what? Let's just make a new one. Sometimes it's easier to bust it again. Bust it. Just bust the move. All right, we're going to call it that. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to move this up to here. I want it to be a little skinnier. Beat it. Beat it. I need to hide this for a second because it's getting on my nerves. All right, we're going to call it that. I don't know why my text is being a punk, but that's okay. Oh, I know why. Hold on. If I go into my text box and nope, I don't have that on. I don't have that on. Okay, go to edit the background. There it is. Bring my margin down. I'll bring my margin down to 8. Actually, I'm going to make it smaller than that. I'm going to bring my margin down to 4. Okay, that works. The only problem I have with this is, there, that looks better. The ascend descend height doesn't always look as gangster as one would wish. Okay, we're going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to stop tweaking. This is why you can't do this stuff, people. You get in here and you start tweaking. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and delete that other crap that I made. Good thing Paul was here to tell us not to do it the way I was fixing to do it. And then what you can do is take these and just duplicate on down. And I would highly suggest, if you haven't done so already, that you bust up a PNG grid so that you can keep this stuff all properly lined up and properly spaced. I'm not going to do that for today. One of the things that's a little weird is, in order to give you the idea that you have something selected, we put like a little box on it so you can tell what you're touching, and oftentimes that can mess with your visual acuities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to spread this out more because I just want to. You know what we don't have too? That now, see, you guys got to ask for stuff that I want, so that way they listen. They listen to you guys before they listen to me. I want to just grab all of this mess and hit align and distribute. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's just because I'm a graphic designer. Glenn is very much of the concept. I don't want to put in things that are going to confuse the muggles. Like, if muggles won't understand it, they don't want to put it in there because it becomes too confusing. What Instagram update? We don't have to do anything. It's all. I've had Instagram for over a year. Like, it's always worked for me. So if you have Instagram, now that you can stream to it, just select that destination. You don't have to do anything in Ecamm. We've been ready for more than a year. You just come down here, add a new destination, press Instagram, paste in your stream key, Bam. That's it. There's nothing else for you to do. It's been there. For those of us that have had it, we've had it forever. If you didn't have it, then yeah. Oh, there you go, Paul. Good answer. Gwen, yes, that would, but I'm fitting to say, like, you know me, like, don't animate things for animate's sake because it gets old really quite quick to your user. It becomes eye fatiguing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, it's cute, but don't get crazy. And that's hard because once you get something, when we first got channel operations in Photoshop, trust you me, we went crazy. And that's the reason why people have bad habits to this day of putting thick lines and shadows thinking that that makes the word stick out. And that's not the case. So don't do, boom. That has nothing to do with us. The program does not know how to generate echo. That is because you are your audio interface is set up the wrong way. Now, if you're speaking of a video that repeats when you show a screen of a screen of a screen, that's always been the case. If you took a video camera and pointed at a TV, it's going to do that. That's the way video works because it's called an infinite feedback loop because you cannot show a video source where the video input is the same without creating a loop. So whenever you see it where it doesn't do that, that path has been artificially broken. So that way the source that you're looking at is not the real source. You're looking at a called a super source. And yeah, so you're not supposed to point a camera at the same thing that it's on the camera. It sounds crazy, but it makes sense. Just take your iPhone, plug it into your TV with an HDMI adapter, and then point the iPhone at the TV. Anybody that grew up in the age of video cameras when we were kids and we had plastic cameras, we all know this. Anybody that grew up where everything became digital and they didn't really have any reason to plug their camera to the TV, you don't know that that's normal. So it just depends on how old you are. But yeah, that's just the thing. That is the way it works. There's nothing you can really do about that. Let me fix this. All right, cool. Back to what we were doing. All right, so we got all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now what you can do is we just go in and edit the text. Oh, the other thing, super dumb to everyone else, but logical to me, I would really love a grep and replace. If that makes any sense. Anybody who's a Linux person, you know what I'm talking about. I would really love a grep and replace for stuff like this. Another one that I've been asking for, which they think I'm crazy, is I just want to put this stuff in a separate text file that I can read in through CSV or comma separated values. So that way I basically edit a spreadsheet and it updates all the scenes. That's how we do it in TV. But again, it has to make sense to mugglers, right? You can't do the quote-unquote TV edits and then the mugglers are like, I don't understand. All right. Boom. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Paul, for saving me from screwing up before we got way down the pipe. We was about to get all the way live and then be like, nah, fam. Nah. Okay, so here's one thing that Paul did, which is a little bit trick. Let me show you. I'm going to take this particular piece. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to press here and then go to my color. And then I'm going to assume that Paul mucked with the opacity of taste. Nah, that ain't what he did. Just take it and go slightly darker. Just with a tint. and then hold the crop key, cut it in half, and then, don't do that. And then put it, come here. Put it back. And again, this is going to work better. No, that is not how you did it. How the heck did you do it, Paul? I know what you did. Never mind. He's stupid. He's stupid. Hold on. Let me throw this away. All right. White shape, opacity 20. But how did you cut it in half so that way it doesn't muck with the border? Oh, I got it. Right when I asked that dumbass question, I figured it out. Okay, so let me show you what Paul did so you can see physically with your handballs. I'm going to Command-C that, copy, Command-V that, paste it in place, take the top one, edit, like Janet Jackson. I'll bring my edit over here. And then I'm going to change the fill color to white and then opacitate it down. I'm going to use 28 because, I like to use my lucky numbers and stuff. And then 86, those two. Okay? And so now, if I crop it down, it should behave. There it is. So that just gives a little je ne sais quoi, to the shape. You know what I mean? It ain't fancy, but it ain't funny. Just a little je ne sais quoi to the shape. Kind of brilliant, kind of genius, kind of Paul. And theoretically, what you want to do is the other way around, because I'm stupid. But let me undo that, and then hit this, and then disable, able, and do it the other way around. It make more sense for the visual. Oh man, my mouse is being hella dumb. Bingo, bango, pickle, mango. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Yes, the one. All right, you see? Now, so if we go back and we check the rhyme, we're going to turn this on. There's Paul. My stuff is a little bit out of alignment, but it is what it is. I can get... Stop that. Oh, you know what I'm doing now? Now I'm moving Loria in the background. Keep still, Loria. She's going to come over here and be like, Doc, I tell you what. All right, so now we're just aligning things. My boxes are a wee bit shorter than Paul's. But again, this is what I tell you guys to do. If you see something on TV and you want to make it, just screenshot it, put it in Ecamm as the background, lock it, and then build on top of it. That's how you basically come to grips with copying your favorite showgram. You know what I'm saying? And then you're good to go. I was trying to force the snapping, Paul. It looks like I got it all. Okay, cool. It's all lined up. All right, now, so now I can turn back on, not that one. I can turn back on my blurry section. All right, so let's get in here and make sure we have things properly named so that we don't get lost. And then I'm going to go get myself a 1920 by 1080 white background. Boom. 1920 1080 solid white. If I had Photoshop open, I would make it in seconds, but I got it. I'm going to go ahead and drop this here so you can kind of see. I'm going to put this in the all the way showing background, and then I'm going to add a camera error, and I'm going to kill my camera error boards. None. And then I'm going to put the camera back here. And again, my radius is a wee bit different, but this is about how we do it. Let me go to custom. I feel a little bit better with the custom, and bigging that way, and bigging that way. Again, you don't have to make it exactly the same. And then there it is. How's my blur action? It's there? Yes, it's there. Okay. Just checking. Just checking. Oh, you did the whole shape overlay white background? Gangster. Hey, can you put it? I never checked this. Can you put a shape overlay in the background? I actually have one here. Let's pick it up and let's put it in. I don't know why I didn't think of that. See, this is why we keep Paul around here. The advantage of doing it Paul's way, and I want you to hear this clearly, the advantage of doing it as a shape is it takes up less resources than an image. Okay, so for those of you guys that are working with pewters that aren't that, gangster, right? Doing a shape overlay is better because it uses pretty much no resources. So you just drop that in the background, drop it like it's hot. Okay, let's lock the camera. All right, so we got all these things in place. The only thing that we are missing is the word today's agenda. Bam. And thank you. Hey, listen. You know what? Next time, Paul, you do this. No, I'm just joking. I am going to Orlando at the end of the month, and somebody got to do the demo. So I think Paul and Paul should come and do the demo. You can come and do this again. All right, let's power through. Let's power through the other parts of this. So let's turn this back on. I got to put Loria above me. And then Paul had another text line down here in the bottom. I believe it said something about like a lunch break. Where did I put that? Yes, lunch break at 1. All right. So I'm going to call this blur. I'm just updating my titles before we get crazy, because what will happen, sure as grits is groceries, is you will forget what you're doing and you'll lose yourself, and then you're going to be sad. So make sure before you get too far down the holes of rabbits, you go ahead and name all of your stuff. Move anything that you don't need, 86 it, whatever. Again, if you check the Facebook group, Paul put this in there to basically show you how everything is laid out, and you can work from here. I highly suggest in the beginning, just make it exactly like Paul did it. And then go in and change colors so you don't confuse yourself like I did. The other thing that you're going to want to do, which I didn't do yet, but I'll show you, is, for instance, on my blur shape, Paul has a border width of like 1, I believe. And then you can make this sort of glow if you wish, if you're that crazy. You want a little something to it. Give it that little computer shine, if you will. You can do something like that. That is, again, just up to you in your current situation. So you can run it like that. And then that's going to make me want to pull this up just a taste. Unlock the blur. Stop moving, Loria. Man, I hate when I miss. There. Feel that's better. Okay, so now we're going to do is take this, drag it, make a copy. I'm going to put this at the bottom. And then all we need to do is line it up like this here. Pull the top down, chrome spinning, grab the edge, bring it over here, and then bam. Now we got it. Calling it a day, right? So put that there. Now I would group this now before you start getting crazy. What the hell did I add a camera for? That was supposed to be a folder. I would group this before you start getting crazy. Hit that lower third, drop the lower blur in there, bring it down to the bottom. The other thing that I would do is take all of this here agenda noise and hit that up there and put agenda like I had it before. And then throw all these bad boys in there before you mess yourself up. Okay? And if you want, you can lock them so they party together as a shape. The one advantage to locking them so they party together as a shape is you can pick this up and move it over here if you want to be left hand dominate. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't have a lunch break at 11 today, but what I will do is hit the old text dude and edit the background, change this to none. All right. And background color to none. And I'm going to say, boom. I don't think that's the right answer. I think it's 2, if I remember correctly. And I don't want to use that same typeface because I'm just weird. Let's do a demi. But yeah, it'll be like, I don't think it's noon. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern. Paul Duncan knows the answer to that question. Right. All right. So now, let's go ahead and create some more shapey shapes. Let's move this out the way, drop the lower third, hide the blur for splitsies, and then let's go ahead and give ourselves a shape overlet. Oh, that just reminds me of something. In my lower third one here, because I was mucking about, no, it came out right. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm going to make this one white, color, and opacity, full, round, all abound. Grab the edges. Drop it like it's hot. I need to adjust the sensitivity of my mouse. It is tripping. When you have a mouse with a laser bottom, as they get older, the sensitivity can start to tweak upon you. Okay, so let's call this lower third LT memo. Boom. And then we're going to copy that LT memo. We're going to paste it. We're going to take this particular one, just like Paul said, turn off the bottom. Ooh, turn off the bottom corners. Change the fill color to perps. I want the darker one. And then hit your option key and pick them up. You know, however you need it. And then you're good. All right. So now you can drop yourself a memo of sorts at the bottom. So, for instance, let me grab today's agenda. Actually, no, I can use this same one here. Boom. We're going to bring that in here like such. I don't know much, but I know how I love you. Why am I getting calls during the demo? So we can put that there. And then we can hit another little texty text box. And I'm going to cheat because I'm lazy. Let's see if he did it. Oh, Paul didn't do it. Dang it, Duncan. I was trying to cheat. Dang it. Paul didn't do it. All right, and I did that wrong, by the way. So let me go ahead and edit that text. I'm going to copy this, or cut it rather, and then I can delete this box because I need it to actually be one that I can adjust. Oh, now you got it. There we go, P. It looks better the way you do it. All right, so I can copy that, cancel it. Then I'll make it with this kind of this kind of text box. It's better. So then I can adjusticate it. First things first, let's make the color different. Edit the text color. Let's go dark. And then second thing is if I go to my show agenda, hit Avenger next, hit regular, that should look better. And then pop that there. Bam! Bam, bam, bam. All right, now we're cooking with Pam. Now we are cooking with Pam. I might want to give that a little medium. There you go. Better. And look, fam, we're just crushing it. We are crushing it today. Thank you for this fantastic idea. Oh, what I didn't do. This is a fantastic idea, Dixon. And again, the reason why this is so good is because so many of you talk about like having to adjust your shows every week. This is going to cut down your show prep. It's going to take you time to build this the first time. You can, if I'm not demoing this and didn't make the mistakes in the beginning, which now you don't have to make, probably I can knock this out in 20 minutes. And it might take you an hour, it might take you an hour and a half. But once you do this, you're good to go. So just get power through this. It's take a couple minutes. We're moving a little bit quicker now that I have figured out the tricks of the Dixon. All right, so let me put these things inside the lower third situation. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. And that goes here. And that goes there. No, I did it backwards. What's missing? This should go all the way to the bottom. Yes. And then this goes above that. There we go. Now we're square. So once you have them in place, go ahead and lock them. I don't want to do that. I want to add another group inside this group. Hold on. This is just me being weird. I want to call this so that way these things stay together, and then as I create the rest, they're different. You know what I'm saying? You keep them separated, if that makes any sense. All right, so now let's go ahead and make these other shape overlays. This one can actually be a text. Well, let me think upon this. If you make this a text, when you go to change it, it might mess up your centering from here to here. So, let's cheat. Let's see how the master did it. Don't argue with the master. The bottom bars. Okay, he did it the way I was gonna do it. All right, I'm just checking. Paul did it the way that I would do it. All right, so let's grab this shape overlay and let's put it to bang bang. And again, mine's is slightly off because I use corner radius 18 just out of habit. Stunting like a habit, get like me. You're gonna have to find what makes your socks pop. I'm going to change this. Let's go a little French prizzy. And then hit that. No, I don't even like that. I'm gonna just do white. Yeah, let's do it that way. I'm gonna take this, start here. And then we're gonna copy this one, copy, paste in place, edit, close off the bottom, change this to all the way white, grab your option key, cut it in half. Stunting is a habit, get like me. Again, I see, I'm the type of person that will sit here and tweak out on what half is actually half, and this is why I need numerical values. Sorry, I just do. I need numerical values. It's driving me insane. Because if the crack here and the crack here don't line up, then my OCD starts to kick. So now I'm over here making unnecessary, I wouldn't call it unnecessary, but I'm making adjustments that I shouldn't have to make if the dang thing did what the dang thing did. If that makes any sense to y'all. Y'all are doing better than me. All right. Stun like a habit. Get like me. All right. Let me grab this other piece. One more again here. I'm going to hold down the option key. I'm going to pull it down to here. And I'm going to hold down the option key again to pick it up to here. And then I'm going to tap one. And then I'm going to grab this gray piece, hold down the option key, pull it down to the bottom like such. All right, there it is. So now I got to turn off things, figure out what's what. shine. And then all right, bam. Now we're in there with Pam. Now we're cooking with Pam. So I got all my little bars, and then I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna add a little foldy, and I'm gonna call this bars. He got bars. Turn this on. Select all of these. Drop them in here. Bam. He got bars. All right. Now we're cooking with Pam. Now we are cooking with Pam. Look, we're in there like the wares of swimming. We are in there like the wares of swimming. I'm going to peep that. Bam. Bam. Off, off. Have enough common sense to figure that one out. Come over here. Boom, shalak, boom. Pick the color. Brain went dumb. Let's go there. Actually, this is just me. I am a freaking tweaker, okay? So please don't be as crazy as me. But the first thing I would do with this particular one is change it to square. Because then I know it's right. Don't ask me why, but that's just me because I'm a tweaker and it has to be right. So you don't have to be that crazy if you don't wish. But again, this is where I'm going to go back to. I really, 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 really need numerical values. Okay? That's exactly, I am going to, Mr. P. I exactly need numerical values, okay? Because this is just me. Again, I'm a weirdo. I'm a smoker and a joker and a midnight toker playing the music in the song. But this is why. This is why. All right. So I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Stunting is a habit. Get like me. All right. Bam. Bam. Oh, this is why you want it to be rectangle. I got it. He understands. You got to switch it back to rectangle. I understand. But at least by starting it with square, I know I got the size right. Then I go in here and adjust after. So only the top corner. Boom! Bingo, bango, mango pickles. Turn off the border or just set it to none. Make sure that's gangster. And then we're square. So now all you need to do is hit my Ecamm assets folder. And get out my get out. Bam. Logos. Where's my logo? Images. Logos. Drop it like it's hot. Fam, remember white space, okay? Don't get psycho. Remember white space. White space is your friend. There. He am I and I am him. Smooth with the tilted grin. I think we did it. It took us a little bit because I'm a donkey. But we did it. Now all I need to do is put these in a foldy. And then, oi, don't you scream at me, computer. I am the boss of you. Keep your stuff organized. Bam. Bam. Drop this on top of... No. Stay there. There. Now you got it clean. So you can get rid of this, right? And then put Paul Duncan back on the top. And we get 86 this. And there we have it. All you got to do now is type in your titles. What's up, Gens? How are you doing? Man, Mark, you know me. I will tweak hardcore. I will tweak hardcore forever. Oh, that is so good. Yo, Gens, looking kind of fly in your avatar there, fam. I like the suit and tie action. You're getting very Chuck Latornis up in here. I mean, Chuck Joyner. Wrong Chuck. There's two Chucks. Yeah, you're the boss of the Mac for now, but the future is definitely uncertain. All right, fam, we did it. We did it. The only thing that I see that's weird, and this is just something I probably accidentally messed up, is that my demo thing is in the wrong spot. Where did it get hidden? There it is. This needs to go on the top of the agenda. And right, oh no, don't move that. This needs to go right there. There we go. Now it's lined up. All right, so after you get it done, you check your rhyme. Now, the only thing we got to show you, the last part is, this is brilliant, okay? I just want you to know how brilliant this is. And going back to what Dickie said, sorry, he's not even here today. What Bicky said, Dickie Sarkeesian, I haven't seen that cat in a couple weeks. Anyway, first of all, let's go ahead and name this, and we'll call this OPENING, okay? Then we're going to duplicate this, right? And then we're going to call this one camera OV. All right. So all we have to do is make sure we're on the camera overlay scene. Go to this camera overlay box of text. Click on the background. Change it to something else. Let me stay in my brand palette. Which one will look good? Better. Are we going to go here? We're going to go to the Frenchie. Actually, we were going to go with Frangipani. All right. And then click on edit text, change the text color, and we're going to go black obsidian. There. Now, don't make this job hard for yourself, okay? Listen closely. Right click upon such, press copy. Take this camera overlay joint, duplicate it. We're going to change the name of this one to Shape OV. And then we're going to do it one more again because we cool like that. And we're going to change the name of this one to Animated OV. I mean, we might as well keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so simple. What I'm about to show you is so easy. Text OV. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it twisted. I'm not even going to stop. I could quit, but why quit now? You got 2 more steps to go. Okay? And then we're going to comment OV. And we're going to last one. Let's get it twisted. We're going to go Widget. OV. Bam. Now, here's where it's gangster. If y'all remember, when I was on camera overlay, I right-clicked on this particular one, I said copy. Then I'm going to go down to the next one where it says shape overlay. I'm going to right-click on this one, paste the settings. You see what I mean? Oh, yeah. See, I didn't even think about that, but I just got caught. I just got caught by surprise. But hey, we'll call it cool. Then we're going to take this particular one. We're going to right click on this and say copy. We're going to right click on that and paste it back. And then, like Paul said, unfortunately, you have to go back and put the text color back to the text color because it don't keep, which is a little bananas, but that's okay. It's not hard. It's not hard. Let's go to this text color, select the text color, and put it on black. Okay, so now we're going to click on the next one. We're going to paste this back. Oh, but you know what, Paul? Here's what's cool. The advantage of leaving it black is we could have already see what we done did. You know what I'm saying? We have it's out a little bit because we done did it. So what I'm gonna do with this text color is switch it back to white, but I'm gonna pull a pass down to 50 because we know that we covered that already. And then I'm gonna click on this one, edit the text color, and then pull a pass down to 50 just to know we did that already. Now we added an extra step. We added an extra step there, my man. All right. So we're going to go back to camera. That one. We're going to copy this. We're going to go to animate. And we're going to paste it in. And we're going to change the text color to black. Yeah. All right. We got to tell them because, yeah, Paul is going to drive me crazy. Anyway, we're going to go down to text overlay. And then we're going to put this back. And then we're going to edit the text. Text color, 50%. That's why you shouldn't do them all at a time. You should do them one at a time. Because now I got to go change them all. But it would have been more smart is after you make one, then copy down. And then you have less work. But that's okay. It's so fast, like it's not even that big a deal. You know what I mean? So hit black, hit 50. Oh, that was dumb. What did you just do? Cancel that. Oh, no. Put it back. I don't know what the heck I did, but it wasn't supposed to do that. All I was supposed to do is hit the text color, hit black, and hit 50%. It's 49. Nobody would notice that, but somebody like Alec Johnson would notice it. We are on text. Okay. So edit this text color, black, 50%. I also, Paul, the other thing that I know this is probably the hardest one for them. I want to see the updates live when I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Versus having to go in here and do it again. Let's do ourselves a favor for the last two, just to make our job speedier. We're going to quit this. And then I want to go to this one. Copy. Go back to here. Paste. And then this wouldn't be a problem if you also weren't like hyper tweakers like Paul and myself and decide to change the text color. All right. So from this one is where you would then make the duplication and say comment because it's less work to fix. So, this is what I mean by make one, copy, move on. Right? You don't understand, Mark, that live preview would be the changer of games. You know what I mean? It would just make life all the more easier. Because to me, I don't know, it's just me. It's like a lot of times I want to see what the adjustment looks like. I don't know if that works in the kit, but it drives me crazy that I can't just see it. It's funny, this moving and about or whatever is a little bit of work, but it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? So I know some people be like, but I wish it could do everything. I kind of wish it doesn't do everything. I like having the more granular control or using what I need instead of having your computer completely inundated with the power struggles of having the app try to do everything for you. All right, last one, and we are done. We're going to call it a dizzy. Let's go back, change this color. You can cheat if you wish. Hit the text color, hit the text overlay. Boom, 50%. And then paste. And then edit the text color, black. Bam, now we are in there. So you come in. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. And let's take you to the first scene. Today we're going to be talking about camera overlays, shape overlays, animated overlays, text overlays, comment overlays, and widget overlays. Let's start with camera overlays. Bam. Welcome to the showgram, people. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's move over to the shapes. Oh, no. Somebody has a question. Let's go back to camera. What it is? Let's go down to text overlays real quick. Woohoo. Boom. 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 Oh, on these first ones, I got to fix. But you get the part. You guys get it. You understand what is popping. You understand what is popping. It is hella fun and kind of cool, and it looks kind of delicious, right? So let me just fix these tweaks real quick. This is why you check your scenes, because if you check the rhyme. Okay, now when we go to the next one, bam, bam. Okay, gotta fix one. Back on the days on the boulevards of London, we used to kick routines and the present was fitted. It was I, the abstract and me, the 5-footer. Bam, 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 bam. Whoo-hoo! Bam, 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 bam. Whoo-hoo! Now we are cooking with Pam. Love it, 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 love it. All right, let's just do one more again thing. Quick. Hit just this. And I want to go to edit the back grizzy. And we want none. Bordier of none. No. Mm-hmm. Yay, and spelling is also important. Donkey. and opacity. Bam. Oh, you donkey, you missed another one. Yo, now that's what the script does. Every time I'm doing something in the script likes to give me crap. Now, here's a quick one you can do is make a new shape overlay, put it at the edge of that, and the edge of that, and then line this and that together. So now you know it's right. That's how I know it's even, because this little shape that I made up here, which you can barely see because it's opacitated, I just made it. It could be any color. It's just to help you see, so that way you can line the edges up with the edges, and then you can make this line up with the middle of that, and then you can get rid of it. It's really just to help you line things up. You know what I'm saying? Same with this. Bam. So we would put this one into the lower bar. And then you're good. Now you're good. So everything is there. We're squared away. We did it. We did it. Now we're cooking with Pam. Now we look incredible. Bumsteadable. The only thing that I would change while I'm here is click this bottom one, and this needs to get a little darker because it just doesn't look beauty. And then this one above it, enemy recon plane right above it. As we'll click that, click on the fill color. There. There we have it, my friends. Oi, why you want to do that, love, huh? Oh, got it. Good answer. So Paul said you could also, just to make the center work better, is take these bars here and bring the edge to the side here, so, and just line them up so that way you don't have to find the center. So yeah, that's also brilliant. And if you wanted to be different from everybody, you could put space between the logo box and the title box so they don't have to overlap each other. You know what I mean? So you'd make that space equal distance to this space right here. That might be right. No, I can't. Oh, yeah, it is right. Hello. He's stupid. He's stupid. Okay, so the only problems we have here is that on some of these boxes, I forgot to 86 the border width. Now we're square. Now we are square. And if you don't like it to be as linear, what you could do is like on this one where you have the border color, you could take the border and just make it lighter. You know what I mean? So you can do like a 50% white on the border of the box instead if you wish. But that's it. We did it. We did it just in time for me to go and get my face surgicated to where I probably can't talk for the next 3 days. So aren't you guys lucky? La la! We're going to call it a day. Yes. 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 We did it. Do you guys know about Command-Shift-G? Is that the right answer? I forgot what it is now. Hold on. Yes. If you hit Command-Shift-G, let me show you. Go back to live demo real quick. At the very top, under your recording, if you come down and you hit Command-Shift-G or Shift-Command-G, I'm old school, so we start with the word command. It will make a photo of your Ecamm, your master window, this program window here, right? And what that does is in your recordings folder, you'll have a screenshot that you can use for thumbnails or whatever. So there you go. A little bit different from what we normally do on demos, but I wanted to do this because Paul posted it, Terrence made one, Lion made one. There's a bunch of people in the community trying it out. So in case you were a little intimidated in it, I just wanted to show you it, not that hard. And what's really cool is Paul came today to tell us how to do it the right way because I was just about to F it up. I mean, that's the cool thing about Ecamm, right? There's about 80 different ways to do the same thing. So whichever one works for you, works for you. But take the time, go through this step by step. I'm pretty positive if you're lazy, I'm going to go ahead and speak for Paul. He's probably going to make one that you can download and buy from LSP page. And man, my brain just broke. livestreamingpros.com. I'm pretty sure that Paul's going to make one and make it available for you to download and buy it. So if you just don't even feel not want to do all this, then just wait until Paul finishes tweaking his, because after he makes it, then he has to make it accessible to moguls and write instructions and, make it easier for you to replicate. So either do it yourself or wait and see, I knew it. I know how you think, bro. You got to just make it a little bit more simpler for some of the muggles out there. So if you're lazy, just give Paul some time. Buy him a cup of tea or coffee or whiskey or beer. Get him a pint. And, maybe he won't go to the pub this weekend and he'll stay home and finish. It's up to you guys. Go check out Paul over at Live Streaming Pros, and thank you, Dixon, for the brilliant idea. Somebody posted it, and I was like, you could absolutely do this in Ecamm, but I made like a real quick rudimentary of how to put. This drove me crazy. If you come up with a better way for this one, Paul, then we're really cooking with Pam. Hold on, I had done this one because the guy specifically was asking about, that's kind of hard to explain. He had these weird, like, shape requirements, right? So let me go in, turn all of these off, corner radius to 0, and then I'll take the square. I'll just use reds for now because it's easier to see. And so it was something about like this nature. Ooh, not that small. Something about like this nature. And then if you were to take another one of these and switch it to rectangle, and then grab the egg, pull it out here, and then let's pick a different color. Man, Frangipani getting that work today. So come to about right there. And again, this is where you need numerical values, people. Where is my rotate? He was going to rotate that. Man, let me zoom this up. I need 45. Bam. And then we're going to put this here. So I kind of gave him a still shot of what that might look like, but it wasn't the same. Actually, I didn't do it that way. What I did was I made the also red, but I took the opacity to half. That's what I did. Or I just made the opacity a little bit lighter so you could put text on it. The only thing I got when I did that, to me, is the way we put on the look at this here thing so you can highlight what's what. It was a little different. And I guess you could, in theory, you could take this box, option drag, pop it to the end, and pencil that, bring the opacity down. But you still get a double. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody's always asking about our triangles, I can't cut that off unless I hide it behind an element, you know? So it'd be really cool if I could then maybe, I didn't try it, option key that. No, it doesn't work. It just changes the box. I can't crop this in to hide that. But yeah, somebody had asked. But so this was what I showed in the group, but I didn't go through the whole demonstration of like how you would take it to the next step further. But yeah, that was me. That was me trying to answer that, Paul, when I first saw the dude put that comment in. And yeah, I don't know, the pointy one, it looks cool. But the way you did it, the simplicity of it, ooh, don't do that. Stay there. I hate when I do that. The simplicity of it, just the cleanliness of it, it was so well thought out and so well put together that definitely want to give you your props. And you must have did it properly, because when Terrence did his, Terrence nailed it, you know? He figured it out. He didn't add the extra saucy boxes and stuff, but I mean, he has the basics of it. So I like know that we should just make a demo to show folks how to do it. At least everybody in the community, if you see folks talking about it, point them to this demo and tell them that it takes me a lot of time because I'm dumb. But I'll practice making this about 10 more times, and then I'll just make a cleaner video about how to do it. And then at that time, link people to Paul's one in the store that's completely finished. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go get my surgery done. I will see you guys. Hopefully, I'm able to talk tomorrow. But I appreciate y'all. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, and yes, I knew it was 2. See, you didn't answer that. You didn't answer me when I said that. Edit the text. I knew that. Bam. Woo! Look at there. It's so good. It's really, really good. You can't tell how blurry this is on mine just because of the way my my studio is set up. Maybe if I crank the blur up stronger. That doesn't really matter. You can't really tell just because my studio is so dark. But it looks good. It looks good. I feel good. Man, see, this is where you get in here and start tweaking. So please stop tweaking. Just leave well and good enough alone. All right, gang. I will see you guys next week. Thank you a lot, Dixon. Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, George and Bicky and Gwen, Rich. Man, how you doing, Rich? Good to see you here. Who else came through that didn't came through for a hot minute? Oh, Mark was here. What's up, Mark? Speak Strong Fire. Thank you. College A's. Oh, can you live stream on a different platform? You already started the other live. I forgot to answer that question. No. You can't add a destination once it's already started. Not yet. I believe they're trying to figure that out, but yeah, they're working on it. Thanks, Dave. All of you guys came through. Big help. Oh, there's Roy. Roy is in the building. And then Gretchen was here. Okay. I wasn't sure if Gretchen was here, but Gretchen came. So yeah, appreciate all you guys. See you guys next week. Mahalo nui loa and makahiki ho.
Coming straight out of Ecamm. This is a town of the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham. This is a town of the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham. This is a town of the Ecamm fam.